What's good, y'all? J Boogie in full effect mode. Bun down is the sound. You know how we do. This is, of course, the Lounge Presents. And today we have welcoming back into the lounge space none other than BodyBag Ben. Dono. Brah!
Yo,
Woo!
appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for having me,
My
man.
dog, my dog. It's great to have you back in the lounge space, man.
Appreciate you having me, man.
All right, let's get this popping. As you know, right here on the Lounge Presents, we always ask our guests one question to start things off because, and there's a very specific reason for it. Because after X amount of episodes over X amount of years, there's always a commonality that most of us share. So, Body Bag Ben, how are you introduced to hip hop culture?
I I had a lot of older friends growing up and older cousins and even like family members. You know what I mean? I remember music was always in the house. Music was always a part of like everything we did. If we
Right.
had little birthday parties and barbecues and shit in the park, there was always music playing. I remember always hearing like Cool in the Gang and hearing like some kind of funk being played and some kind of like zapping Roger or shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I always remember hearing music like my whole life as a kid. You know what I mean? From just my family and getting gatherings and shit like that. But I'd have to say probably like the defining moment when I was probably like I don't know 11, 12, something like that. I grew up in a kind of a weird neighborhood, man, where it was like Oxnard was pretty tough area back in the day, man. You had a lot of gang activity, a lot of violence, a lot of drug activity and shit like that. And I mean, it was either you're gonna run around with those kind of guys and do that kind of shit, or try to do something that was gonna keep you out of trouble. You know what I mean? And we used to play sports when we were kids and listen to music. That's what kept us. That's what kept me out of trouble. You know what I mean? And
I hear that.
I still managed to. I still managed to, get myself into my fair share of trouble anyway. But that shit kept me out of like the hardcore, like bad going to prison type shit, where a lot of my homies and some of my family members and people like that were getting caught up in. So, I remember my dad. I always thank him for this too, man. I remember when I was like 12, I was like, man, I want a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want some turntables and shit. And so
Yeah.
we like went to a swap meet or somewhere and got me some cheap ass turntables, and that dude, that was it. I was hooked, bro. Like
Game
every day
over.
at home, that's all I wanted to do was just go in the room and mess around with the turntables and play records and try to scratch. And I was terrible back then, obviously. And well, not that I'm any better now, but I that was kind of it for me, man. Just always having like music playing in the back of my head just from growing up and hearing it at a young age and just wanting to be a part of it, just wanting to make something, create something. And I've always kind of had that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it just kind of happened, later on in life. It was at a very young age where I got exposed to it and wanted to be a part of it somehow. Whether it's like I said, DJing, or I started learning how to play instruments real young,
Nice.
drums, guitar, piano, shit like that when I was like 12,
Okay.
13. Um, but like hip hop, that kind of element of it was always prevalent. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that was something that always resonated with me. And I always like the low end stuff. I always like the stuff with like a lot of sustain. And don't get me wrong, I like a lot of mainstream records, but I'm always going to side B. Let's see what side B is all about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
B
so
side
that,
wins again.
yeah, all the time, bro. Man. And so that's kind of like the start of it. And then it just, kept growing, kept evolving. And, you know, here we are today, man. And it's been a long journey. It's been a crazy ride, but, I've enjoyed most of it. Some of it has been a little aggravating, but, that's part of it. You go through the growing pains of it, and you learn, you get better.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Each lesson, each scar gives you a lesson. And
Oh yeah. I love the way you put it. That's perfect
yeah,
way to
bro,
put it.
I wouldn't
Great way
change.
to put it.
So, but yeah, it's been a long journey, bro. I feel like
So you
going.
start out with turns though,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Facts. Yeah.
and I mean it's no secret that you live. I mean the state of California is known for turntablism.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, you grew up, in a really, really like a hotbed of burgeoning. So, but like you're not at the DMC. You're you're dropping records. You're producing. You're rapping. So, what shifted?
Like I said, I think for me the kind of the paradigm of that is when I started playing instruments.
Okay.
I started liking the way that felt to create something from nothing. Just
Okay.
the thought of just having a sound in your head and being able to kind of like bring that to life was always like fascinating to me. You know what I mean? If I could hear, you know, some kind of just some sound, I don't know, I never knew what it was. It was just something that always triggered me, and I'd be like, dude, I could take that, mix up this and do this, you know what I mean? Like my brain was always going like that.
Hmm.
Um, but I didn't really get heavy into producing until much later down the road. But
Okay.
started playing instruments very young, started writing music very young, and then I started really falling in love with writing, with being trying to be an MC and trying to craft those type of skills. You know what I'm saying? And back in the day, man, it's like you go to these parties, in the backyard, people are doing a freestyle sessions.
Yeah. Yeah.
About
Ciphers.
about the '90s, bro. Growing up, there was always a cipher, dude. Rather it was at school, rather it was at some party, rather it was at the homie's house, whatever. And it was always dope. And I had some good mentors growing up that I used to look up to. They don't really rap too much anymore. They're older cats, but back in the day, these guys they're the ones. In the neighborhood
Yeah.
I grew up in, these guys were the ones. And I used to look up to these guys and be like, bro, I want to be like those guys. I want to be able to rap like those guys. And stuck with it. And eventually, I ended up surpassing these guys because I literally would just be every single day, bro, just writing runs. And it got to the point where I'm like 30, 50, 40 books deep of just, you know what I mean? And I'm really good at freestyling back in the day. So that shit was just came natural to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it just came
I
natural
hear
to me.
that. I hear that. Well, I mean, obviously, you were born with this gift.
Appreciate that, man.
Well, I mean, like, let's be honest, because let's talk about those ciphers you mentioned.
Yeah.
Not everyone in those ciphers is where you're at right now.
Nah, not none of it. I'll be
You know
honest,
what
bro.
I'm saying? So, like, obviously, yo, you were born with this gift.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I just feel
Now,
like, yeah, man.
why
That's
hip hop though?
you know what? It
You could
wasn't
have
just
based on what you've told me, you could have gone in a couple of easy routes, but why hip hop? What was it about hip hop that really spoke to you and made you want to contribute to the greater canon?
right. It's just raw and rugged, bro. You know what I mean? Like I love
Yeah.
the authenticity of it. You hear these people talking their shit, and it's like, man, I can relate with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's how I feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not angry. You know what I mean? Like by the time Eminem and all that rolled around, I was already older and all that shit. And yeah, I think I liked him for like the wordplay and just like the shock value of it. But like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to put my girlfriend in the trunk and drive her off a bridge. Like when I listened to Mob Deep and when I listened to like shit like that. I was like, man, even though those dudes it was East Coast and it's a whole other world, whole other just 3,000 miles away. Like we were living the same way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
dude, my fucking cousin used to sell dope through a crack in the backyard through the fence and shit.
Oh shit.
Man, it was crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's just as active in the West Coast, man. Like just as
Oh yeah.
active with that kind of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
you know what I mean? And so I could relate to that. You know what I mean? Like when we
Right.
put those records on, we used to drive around, listen to the, Infamous and, G Rap and shit like that. It just resonated with me. And I just kind of felt like that's how I feel too. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it just felt real to me. You know what I mean? It just felt real. And, I just wanted to, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to tell my version of what that meant. You
That's
know what I
clutch.
mean? Give them my spin on that.
Yeah, man. That's
Um,
clutch.
You know what I mean?
Now,
And just the wordplay, just like the
yes.
overall structure of being able to do it, and You know what I mean? Not everyone should be rapping, bro. There's a lot of people
No,
who be rapping.
no, no.
Planet Asia, dude said it best. He said something like, "Man, not everybody rapped back then, and if you did, you got beat up." You know what
I
I mean?
mean, or at the very least, clown the fuck out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. I think today's world's, a lot of people are just, you got a lot of people who are just yes men. Like, yeah, bro, that's dope. And it's like, you're not doing that person any justice by lying to them. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
I know people don't like my shit, and you know what? I don't. It's good.
that's okay.
I need that. Yeah, I need that
Yeah.
motivation to be like, all right, bet. I need to go harder. I need to work harder. Or that dude just being a hater, and that shit's fire, and he just don't want to admit it.
I mean, okay, let's be honest. There's that too.
And either which way, it doesn't bother me, man, because it's all subjective. Music is not everybody
Exactly.
shit, so it's all.
Exactly. Now, it sounds to me like there was definite familial support for your chosen vocation.
Um, you know what? I don't want to say like it was immediate. I had to
Okay.
work. I had to work on it. In the beginning, it's when you start young. When anybody starts real young, you don't have enough life experience yet. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You got to go through some shit
Yeah.
to be able to honor, you know, honor life and honor the whole process of it, man. Like, when you're 13, 14, come on, man. Like, unless you're like living in the streets, like for real,
Yeah.
it's, you know what I mean? Like, okay, what's the hardest thing I got to do? I got to wake up. I got to go to school. you know? But there's a lot of shit going on in my area, bro. Like, there's always gang shit. And now
Yeah.
that was one thing that I try to avoid the most, but it was hard for me to do because my cousin was, he was in a gang, and he had a lot of enemies, man. And everyone
Mhm.
knew he lived because he used to live with us, and it was fucking chaos. You know what I mean? So every time
Yeah.
I go to school, walk home from school, or just be outside and out in front, or just going to the grocery store, or the market right there to whatever. It was always drama. Someone was always lurking in the fucking shadows and shit. Because
Damn.
we used to have to cut through this park to get to the market, and every time we went through the park, man, it was like that movie, The Warriors, bro. Like every
Come
turn
out
you
and
made,
play, y'all.
turn you
God
made,
damn.
someone fucking waiting there to get you. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, man.
so we had to grow up fast, and I think that kind of accelerated it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So from the time I started writing at like 12, 13 to 15, I felt like it was just this massive breakthrough in just like wisdom and knowledge and just experience and shit that I've already been through. And I felt like okay, now I'm starting to find my sound. Now I'm starting to find what I'm trying to convey. And it wasn't like I was trying to put out no real powerful message or anything like that. My favorite rapper growing up and still to this day, Chino XL. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
Shout
listen,
out Chino Excel.
yeah,
Say
that's my
what?
brother right there, man. We got something major, major coming on the way, man. And
Oh
yeah,
shit.
even with
Okay.
man, and I'm excited to finally be able to put it out. But
That's pretty sick.
yeah, yeah,
Damn, that's pretty sick.
one of those ones too where at a young age was exposed to from older homies. Here to
He's a beast. Oh my god.
1996, I was what fucking I was 12 years old in 1996. So listening to Chino at 12, 13, it was like it's just mind blowing. You know what I
For
mean?
real. Yeah,
you know,
man. So
because
gifted. So
yeah,
gifted.
because at the
Jeez.
time, what was popping? Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. I mean, don't get me wrong; those
Oh yeah.
fantastic. I've, I've had the honor and privilege of working with Snoop, and just listening to that stuff on the West Coast. I mean, you kind of forget what you know how the music was originated and what would like one of the main elements, being an MC, and part of being
Yeah.
an MC is just having this dynamic ability to craft words, metaphors, similar, just all the things in the that linguistics have to offer
Yeah.
better than Chino, man. At the time, that guy was doing. He was that's.
Serious things. I love the fact that you guys are working on something together. Or is it already finished?
Oh, it's done. Yeah, it's
Oh
done.
goddamn.
Yeah, we're just tweaking.
So we're getting y'all back up in this piece then.
Yeah, no, it's gonna
Hell
be
yes, that's pretty sweet.
so.
So
But basically,
your
the one,
family eventually got around to it then. Like, oh, he's serious.
I think they knew I was serious about it very young because, like I
Okay.
said, my dad would come in the room and be like, "What are you doing?" I'm writing turntables, always music playing. I would listen to the Wake Up Show on the radio.
Hey, big with the wake up
With,
show.
fucking pirate beats and shit from shit I never heard before. A lot of the stuff I hadn't heard was you know getting played by you know uh, uh, Revolution on the
Yeah.
Wake Up Show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dropping a lot of shit. And then once I started listening to like Repmatic, Piece to Repmatic, that's my bro, right?
Oh, peace to rep that. Oh yes.
Really good dude, beat junkies legend. Him, D
Mm-hmm.
Styles. Getting my hands on those early beat junkies tapes. That shit, just like, bro, you're like, whoa, hold on a second. This is like some groovy, funky, like just ill shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
And
yeah.
that changed dynamic of just my thought. Because at the time, like I said, the illest rapper, the illest shit to me is Chino XL. And like I said, still is. I got much respect for that brother right there. But once I started kind of digging deeper into it and going, oh shit, there's like a subgenre within hip hop. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
just like
Yeah.
movie kind
Yeah.
of funky stuff. And that led me to like listening to like Mad Lib. Even though I was from
Hey. Oxnard native.
yeah, I didn't listen
Hell
to Mad
yeah.
Lib until I was like a little bit older, until I was like 16 or 17. And the first little bit missed me, but I was lucky enough to catch it, before it got just worldwide craziness. Shout out to Madlib, shout out to DJ Rome's and them, and Oh No and them guys,
Oh
Kazi.
hell yeah.
Um,
Shout out to Oxnard.
yeah, peace to
I
Oxnard.
gotta. I'll be real with you. Like until Mather came along, I'd never heard of Oxnard, right? Because we're up here in Canada, right?
Yeah, why would you?
We have familiarity with other markets in California simply because they've had more exposure either through DJing, especially DJing.
Right.
Goddamn. And then of course the MCs that would come out of there. But I remember when I first heard about a little town called Oxnard, I went, damn, where the hell is that? Where the fuck
Yeah,
is Oxnard?
50 miles from LA on the coast, man, going up towards San Francisco and shit, or not even that far, Santa Barbara, but it's north, and
Yeah.
I mean, why would you? It's fucking unless you're into strawberries and shit, what I mean?
Yeah.
What's crazy about Oxnard, man, is it supplies 80% of the world's strawberries
Oh
and,
shit.
and cilantro.
Damn. So
80%
I'm
of
eating your
the world.
strawberries and your cilantro.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Not
Salute.
not hip hop. Of course, that's when Loop Pack came in and changed that. So
Yeah.
it didn't surprise me, like, because when we moved from Oxnard to LA,
Mhm.
I would tell people, yeah, we're from Oxnard. They're, what the fuck where's that at? Oxnard, where the fuck is that? It was actually kind of close. It's like 50 miles or less, like 46 miles. So, but yeah, man, a lot's changed. Now Oxnard's just like any other fucking area that's close to a big city, man. It's being over,
Yeah.
and it's getting gentrified, and
Right.
it's kind of sad to see because I remember growing up there, it was just like mad, just like fields, agriculture, just it was beautiful, man. And now it's just like any other fucking city, just apartment buildings everywhere, bullshit, Starbucks and all that bullshit everywhere. It's like, man,
Yeah.
how many fucking Starbucks and how many fucking McDonald's could you cram into a fucking 25-mile radius? It's crazy.
Well, according to their, game plan, as many as they can get in. I don't get it either, like on one end I kind of get it, but on the same end I kind of don't cuz if you have like one Starbucks on one block and then one 3 blocks down,
Yeah,
fine, it's different owners, but what?
yeah, it's crazy. So
That
there's this
make
there's there's this intersection in town where there's one on one street corner and literally one across the street.
I don't get that. I don't understand that, you know?
It's wild.
Other than getting supplies from each other if they run out. I can't see a reason for where that helps. You know what I mean? Or like, oh, we're too busy, run over across the street because they're not. Like, well, it makes some sense for me. I don't know. But we're not worrying about Starbucks. We're going to be talking about this brand new record, which is unbelievable.
Appreciate it, man. Thank
I had no doubts, right? I had no doubts because if we're going to be frank, we're not going to ask you on if you're not dope.
you. Yeah, appreciate it.
Our main reason for existing is to help push dope artists like yourself, dope product like Integrity too. So I mean, it goes without saying, but let's talk about it. This is part two,
Yeah.
right? So when did you and Ito decide you were going to do a sequel?
Um, right before we jumped on, I was kind of going through the history of that, and when me and Ito first connected, it's probably like 2016 when we first started talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And we had
Mhm.
like we worked on a single, and then we worked on some other little shit, and I stepped to him. I was like, bro, let's do an album, and it came together. We put it out. I think it was well received. We put it out, and the vinyls, everything moved good. I think people liked it. We had some pretty dope features on it, and this was before all these guys blew up. In Rome Streets and
Right.
Danielson and Aldovino and all these other guys, and even Ito. Relatively, everyone was
Yeah.
on.
If you
Everyone
think
was on
about
the
it, yeah.
still. Everyone was kind of on the cusp still.
Yeah.
This is when you could reach out directly to Rome Streets, and he'd hit you back in like five
Yeah,
seconds.
those days gone.
Yeah, now
Those days so gone.
you don't remember. I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. People who were rocking with him back then. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know. Give a fuck either which way. But yeah. So it was fun, man. We put that together. I was real excited about it. I've always liked Ito. I've always been a fan of his. Um, and I think I was able to make something even then when I was still kind of making my bones and still kind of navigating on what I want to sound like.
Right.
Now I kind of feel like I got a signature sound. Now when people hear my shit,
Oh
they're like,
yeah.
yeah, that's Ben.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
Still then I was still trying to figure that out. Excuse me. And I think it still came together sounding good. I think it complemented his flow, his tone. And that's really what I try to do, man. Like when I work with different MCs and whatever else, I study their shit. I study their voice. I study the the discography. You know what I'm saying? And I try not to just continue on with like the same version of what the last guy did or what the last record sound like.
Right.
I
Right.
want to do something completely different. I want to make it fresh. I want to make it sound like we were in the studio together, whatever, whatever. So we were able to do that. We put that one out, I think 18. I can't remember exactly the date, but and then we knew then it was like, oh, we got to run it back. You know what I mean? Like this well received. The vinyl sold out. Everybody was a fan of it and whatever else. And so, you know, life goes on. Things happen. What I mean? We're both working with other people, and 2 years go by. We're like, shit, we gonna do it? What I mean? Are we still gonna do part two? And it was like 2020, and then then COVID happened and all that crazy shit happened. I don't know if that was 20 or 21. I can't even remember anymore. It's been so long now. But we basically started it during COVID when it first
Okay.
started, and then it took another year just to get it done. Um, so that record, I mean, it realistically, when it come out last year, it should have came out in 21. Is kind of what I'm getting at, and
Mm.
it took a little while, bro. I mean, it took a long time to get together because just this, that, and the other thing. But what, I'm kind of glad it happened the way it did because it gave us both time to really to just get better. You know what I mean? Like with more
Right.
time, your experience, that blade's gonna get sharper, and um, we were able to kind of go back and tailor some things later on down the road that we wouldn't have been able to do if we were just like in a rush to just push it out and
Okay.
make trying to make some bread off of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad it happened the way it did, and I think it was was able to turn into what it turned into. Um, and I think what we did was pretty solid. I mean, I think for the most part, again, well received. I think people were kind of, I don't want to say surprised, but I think they were kind of more like, oh shit, Ben's rapping on the whole thing, and it wasn't supposed to happen that way, to be honest.
Oh, for real?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
I was only gonna rap on like one or two songs, but because I'm not a rapper. You know what I mean? Bugsy, if he ever sees this, my homie Supreme Cerebral, really dope MC. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's a good bro, man. He's one of my friends, and he always laughs at me. He's like, "Man, you're a rapper. Shut the fuck up. You rap." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I rap, but that doesn't mean I'm a rapper." You know what I mean? So it's a little inside joke that we got. But
So
I,
you don't consider yourself a rapper?
no,
Okay.
no.
You just
Um,
rap.
I just
I feel
pop
you.
up and do what I got to do when the time's right. You know what I'm saying? So,
I hear that. I
um,
hear that.
but yeah. So we had the whole record, and we were and I was thinking to myself, you know what? And there's no shout out, no shade at E. That's my bro. I was like, man, if I gotta wait for this dude to write two verses for every song, it's gonna be another year and a half. It's gonna be that this record's never gonna come out. So I just said, fuck it. Once I got all his shit, I sat there. I wrote 10 verses in about maybe 14 days or less, maybe little less than 2 weeks. Wrote everything, recorded everything, and started mixing and mastering it. And I sent it to him, and he was like, yeah, no, he was like, that's good. He was like, you did it, man. He was like, I'm not gonna lie and say that that's not ill. He goes, you did your thing.
Okay.
So shout out to my bro, man,
Hey.
and just again, it wasn't supposed to happen that way. It's funny
Right.
because I read a couple comments where it's like some fucking haters, bro. And it's always some fool that has like 64 followers and it's just private. You know what I mean? It's some fool that's watching you. This fool's watching you. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, this dude would be like, Ben should just stick to producing.
Damn.
This ain't. Hey, I'm like, hey man, hey, like I said, not everyone's gonna like his shit, but I know for me, if I feel like I got a solid ear for it, like if it passes like my inspection, I feel like it's gonna be pretty sturdy on most people's like opinion whether it's good or not.
Yeah.
And I feel like I did my thing
Oh,
on
you
that.
did, man. Jeez. You did. Don't worry about Mandem. Trust, you did. Trust, you definitely did.
Appreciate you, man.
Have you got any visuals planned for Integrity 2?
So I've been trying to get him out here for a little
Yeah,
while.
that's the tough thing, right?
Yeah, what I mean, he's got a family, bro, and he's a little bit older and shit, and what I mean, I don't expect him to just drop everything he's doing,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you guys, there will be part three. We're gonna do a part three.
Okay.
It's out to close out the series. And with that
The
one,
trilogy.
yeah, and with that one,
Nice.
we're gonna go full blast, man, with the
Sick.
visuals, just everything. We're gonna have a good rollout. Hopefully, there ain't another fucking COVID 25.
Okay, don't jinx it now.
Bro. But yeah. So if it wasn't for that, man, we would have been able to do all kinds of shit because
Oh, yeah.
we had it all planned. You know what I mean? He was gonna come out. I was gonna, take care of the whole shit. I had the videos. We had everything dialed in, and then, oh wait, never mind. We ain't doing shit.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, COVID really made everyone
It's,
rejig the game plan.
it's whack, dude. Because like even now, I feel worse now, like today at this exact moment, than I ever did when I had COVID. And I've had that shit like 3 times.
Damn, you got it 3 times?
that I know of. I probably had it more
Jeez.
than
Man. Okay, I don't miss that shit at all. Okay, I'll be
fuck, that shit sucked.
I don't miss that shit at all. Shit was so whack. I want to commend both of you because recording a project on two different coasts, yeah, a lot of people do it, but it doesn't always work out if we're gonna be frank.
No,
Because the kind of chemistry that's required to put out a cohesive record
yeah.
is a whole nother. But you guys did it, man. So I gotta commend you on that for real.
Well, you know what? He just trusted me. You know, he sent the vocals over and just be like, "Do your thing." You know what I mean? And you know, once you have the vocal stems, you could do anything you want with it. You could put him where he needs to go. I come in first, he comes in second. Da, 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 you know what I'm saying, or whatever. You could put little just transitions here and make the beat
Yep.
do this. Da, 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 da. You know, that's when you start the producing aspect of it. Because
Right.
before that, you're just
Right.
sending beats. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then once you get the vocals, then you start producing the record, and then arranging it, and then you mix it, master it, blah blah blah. So it came together real nice, man. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. It's a good record. You know
It
what I
is
mean?
a damn good record.
It's a good record.
Hell
People
yeah.
got them in, and shout out to Rick Hyde, shout out to Daniel Son for contributing. Those guys are both really dope. And
Yes, yes. Daniel son, Canadian son.
yeah, that's my dude right
Hell yeah.
there.
He is killing the game right now.
Yeah,
Jeez.
we got a full length coming on too, and
Oh God.
yeah, man, we people been asking for that one for a long time, man, and we
Okay.
finally connected. We finally got it going, and we're halfway done. Um, so yeah, shout out to Daniel, really solid dude. Um, I think people are gonna the same way you feel about integrity. I think is you're gonna feel about what me and Daniel did.
Fuck yeah.
It's
Hell
the
yes.
same thing, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't
Jeez.
planning on rapping on it, but I'm I'm playing double duty on this one too. You
Fuck
know,
yes,
it's
man.
gonna be up. And
Yes, man. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
after we're done, I'll send you a cut off the record.
Hell yeah.
Check
Hell yeah.
it out. So
With it. Man, it's great having you in the lounge space again. Obviously, you're going to be back in right quick when the other projects drop. We're going to get you back in because, like we said, we exist to help push the dope shit. And we need more outlets
yeah,
because the game done changed on us in the last, 3 years. And there aren't as many outlets. Media is shrinking.
yeah,
Okay. So now we're being left to our own devices. Well, that's fine because you know what? This is hip hop, and we always been left to our own devices anyway,
yeah.
right? So it is what it is. But man, we definitely are always down to help you push any project you do, man, because you know what you're doing, man, and you're key figure in this hip hop shit. I'm just putting it down like that.
Well, I appreciate you, bro. And I'm gonna say something like this. It's when you got genuine guys like you who are here as support systems, as fans. And I don't even say fan as a way to make it sound like
Nah,
I'm
we're
here.
all fans. Nah, we're all fans of this.
I'm a fan first. Just like
Yeah, man. Hell
the
yeah.
thing in there, bro, is a lot of people forgot how to be a fan first.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know, a lot of these podcaster guys, these guys who got these little platforms and all this and shit and that, they're not approaching it from a fan point of view where they want to, you know, talk to the person of interest.
Now
They're
they just want to blow up on a quote that they can get viral.
and it's like they're plugging their shit. So that's a whole other lane. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm very I don't say I'm standoffish, bro. Like I'm a personality guy. Like I like to talk to people. Very personable, but I know when someone's not being genuine. You know what I'm saying?
There
And
you
so
go.
a lot of times I don't do interviews. I don't really be talking to a lot of people like that. I keep my business real tight, real quiet. No one really knows what I'm doing until it's time to drop it. You know what I'm saying? And
I love that. I
you know,
love that.
and I think I've been like that for a reason because I just you know kind of going through this shit now, and it's been at least 7 years or 8 years now that I've been on, trying to get my shit on and networking and doing this and doing that. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of like I don't know, bro. Like you just kind of start um just losing trust in people. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I've
And
been like I don't know how many times by
I
people who were
oh,
peace king, and next thing you know, it's like that's some sucker shit, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like there's only few people, bro, that I really rock with. Um, but this year, man, I wanted to do something different. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to reach
mhm.
out to artists that I really like, and
Oh yeah.
I want to like work with these people, man. Like it's not all about money and all this bullshit. Like if you're in this lane and you're trying to make it about money, you're fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy because making a couple $1,000 here and there, that how you ain't gonna be able to make a real life for yourself off of making a couple thousand here and there. Like
Yeah.
don't try to make this shit about money because you're
Yeah.
playing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Straight up.
just worry putting out really dope content, making those relationships with those artists, and creating just this fucking catalog that's gonna last forever. You know what I'm saying? Because what me and Ito did, there's gonna be some people that might not even catch up to it
Right?
until next year. You know what I
For
mean?
real.
And then
For
whatever.
real. And that is the best part about it.
Yeah,
Is
man.
that people will catch strays, you know what I'm saying? Like a year later, like, what the fuck? What is this? This came out when?
Yeah, and
Man.
that happens with me a lot. People go, "Oh shit,
Yes.
I just caught on to your shit. You got 20 albums out?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I got probably more than that." you know. So I guess, but what I'm saying though, man, is this year I'm really focusing on just putting out a fucking plethora of really good shit with a lot of dope artists, man. Like my first one coming out with this dude Vega 7 the Ronin. Um, really good, really cool dude. Um, just lyricism to the max. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this guy's he's got a lot of ill shit. Um, putting out stuff with the homie UFO Feeve. Already told you saw Daniel Son.
Right.
I got one coming out with my boy XP the Marksman. Um, Chino XL, of course.
Right.
Um, doing some shit with Cool G Rap. You know, those are the obviously those are the
Okay.
bigger records.
Look at this guy.
Doing some stuff with Emma. You know, obviously another bigger record. Um, but I'm, you know, like I said, I want to focus on people who I like, you know,
Yeah.
and who I want to build with. But
As you should.
Sauce Heist, I'm doing some shit with Sauce Heist. I'm doing some shit with my boy Fast Life. This dude Noah the Flood. Um, just
Hey, no, the flood. Nice.
yeah, he's dope, man. And me and Asia, me and Planet Asia are gonna lock back in, do another one. Um,
Dope.
I mean, so it's just I'm really trying to like, and I listen to people. Oh, man, when's that Danielson album coming? And people have been asking me to do that for like 5 years. you know, it's happening. you know,
There you
sorry
go.
it's a little while, but you know, it's happening, and I think people are gonna like what we do, and like again, man, like I think, like I said, I think this year I'm really focusing on trying to just work with a whole bunch of people that I think are dope, and just put out crazy shit, man. You know, not trying to worry about too much. Everyone's trying to just one up each other. You know, I'm working with DJ Muggs, or I'm working with them. Who cares, man? Like, you could put out a DJ Muggs record, and that shit could be fucking trash, man. I'm sorry. Muggs is a legend. Salute, bro.
All day.
It just doesn't really mean anything anymore. You know what I mean? I hate to say it like that because I sound like a fucking hater, but
I
you know,
mean,
there's so much ill shit out there, bro. There's so much ill
exactly.
shit that you know let those people go ahead and do that and go listen to that one.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be sturdy right here in this lane, just building fucking fire content. And when they catch up, it's gonna be there ready and waiting for them, and they're gonna be like, "Damn,
Exactly.
I feel fucking stupid. I slept on this shit."
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
It's
Yo,
all
man.
shout out to everybody doing their thing, man. It's
Yeah.
doing music in this kind of genre is real tough, man, because everybody has an opinion about one thing or another. Don't matter what
Yep.
it is, and you're not gonna make everybody happy. And just a gem for any of the younger dudes coming up. Um, the younger producers, MCs, whoever, trying to get their shit on and try to figure out, what I'm saying, like how you even get to the point that I'm at. And I like I said, man, I'm still relatively fucking small fish. You just gotta believe in your shit, man. Stand on it.
All
Don't
day.
don't compromise for nobody. You know what I'm saying? And just keep shooting your shot, man. You know,
Listen to constructive criticism too.
yeah, and don't take everything so fucking personal, man.
Don't
Like,
take anything personally. You put yourself out there.
yeah, people
You
are gonna
put
criticize.
yourself out there. You can't take it personal, man. Like,
It's funny because I was talking to G Rap the other day, and we were talking about the same shit. He's like, Ben, you think I give a fuck about what people are saying about me or my record? He goes, I could have a record. He goes, I could
damn
have a
straight.
record with Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Rakim, produced by DJ Premier, and some fucking goofball is going to be in the comments and go, "This ain't it."
Yeah. Yep. Facts. Bare facts. Can't worry about that shit, man. Can't worry about that shit. Especially you know what you're doing, man. You know what you're doing, and you know what you're doing, and you know how to do it. So you just keep doing you, man. You're good.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and it's like I said, man. I feel like it's getting elevated. The older I get, the wiser I get. Just I listen, bro. I really, really do listen to like just everything. If I'm working with someone, like a cinephile. I'll go into their shit and just digest as much of it as I can, and then when I
Right.
come back, I just give them this massive amount of beats and just stuff that I think is like tailor made for that individual. You know what I mean?
There you
Like,
go.
when you guys hear that Chino XL record, I think people are going to be really shocked because it's not like any Chino record you've ever heard. Any
Okay.
this is going to be like a straight up cinematic. It's going to be like a look into this dude's like life. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
this guy, we got him to open up and speak on some things, and I think after being in the game for 30 plus years, people are going to be like, "Damn, I finally know who this guy is." Because he's kind of like a
He is
mythological.
very mysterious.
Yeah, he's very
He's
mysterious, man.
very
I mean,
mysterious.
people don't know a lot
And he
about
doesn't do
him.
press.
He doesn't do a lot of press.
No.
You know, and people just know him for being this just this lyricist from hell, man. You know what I
Yep.
mean? But it's
His
deep.
reputation definitely precedes him.
Yeah, no, it's deeper than that.
Hell yes.
So I think people really understand, a lot about him after we put out that record. And again, bro, I'm just very, very privileged, very lucky, very honored to to be able to do that with him, because it's like I said, that dude's he's been one of my all-time favorites since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, man.
it's dope for sure.
There you go. There you go. Well, man, I want to thank you again for spending time with us. You already know you've got an open door policy up in this bitch. You know that.
Yeah, man. Whenever you guys want to hit me up, after I drop shit or just whatever, man, I'm here for it. I'm here
Hell
for it.
yeah, most definitely. And before I let you go, man, I gotta congratulate you.
Thank you.
Not so newlywed, but still a newlywed.
Yeah, coming up on my 1 year. So
Hey, congratulations, man. That's fucking awesome.
she keeps me grounded, bro. Because
Love it.
I'll be honest, man. It's you got to have a good woman behind you.
Yes.
You got to have a good support system. Um, she's always pushed me into doing this stuff, because there's a
Dope.
moment there where there was nobody back then. It just was dead.
Yeah.
I had all this equipment sitting in my room just collecting dust, and she was just like, "What are you doing?" She was like, "What do you?" She's like, "You don't do anything anymore." She was like, I was like, "No, I don't quit. I don't give a fuck about music anymore."
Damn.
She like pushed me back into it, man, and
Good. Good. I'm
yeah, so
glad.
a lot of props, a lot of credit for
Hell yes.
me keeping me grounded with it, and she's been there through all of it, man, all the ups and downs, and it's yeah, it's great, man. So I'm
Dope,
very,
man.
very blessed,
Well,
very
salute to you both. Salute to you both.
thank you,
And congratulations on hitting almost a 1 year. I'm really happy about that. That's so dope.
appreciate that.
Yo, the album is out now,
Yep, yep. You
and
stream
you
it,
can catch it on streaming.
yep. Fat
And in
Beats, you
terms
guys,
of physicals,
yeah, Fat Beats, hit up Fat Beats. They got the vinyl on deck. I know a lot of people have been asking me about CDs. Um, I was gonna press them up myself, but I might have a situation where this other person might want to do it. So
oh, hey,
um,
there you go.
they're gonna come out in the next no less than a month from now. They'll be
Dope.
available.
Dope.
So yeah, man. But vinyls are shipping. People already got them in their hands.
Nice.
We didn't do no pre-orders. We wanted it to do it like that. Because I know sometimes people just don't want to wait 6 months to get a vinyl. You know what I'm saying? So
Orders are. Man, sometimes you forget.
yeah. Oh shit. Oh damn.
Oh, this came. Oh, that's right. I did order this, didn't I?
Pallet of vinyl at my front door. But yeah, yeah.
Solid, man.
Yep. Everything's out. Go cop, man. And I appreciate the support. Part 3, hopefully don't take 4 years to make. But yeah, we're
Yo,
gonna
salute to your partner Ito too.
yeah,
He gets the same amount of credit we're giving you, man. Because you guys put out a dope record, straight up.
yeah, we work well together, man. So that's my dude right there. And like I said, we're gonna try to link back up for that third one, get it in a timely manner, and yeah, close the book on that shit and move on to something else.
Word the fuck up. BodyBag Ben, thank you once again.
My
Till
man.
the next time we get you up in the lounge space. Enjoy the rest of your day, homie.
Peace, bro.
Peace.